Hi everybody! Today I present to you an unhaul video specifically for books. So here we go. The first official book that will be rehomed is An Ember in the Ashes by Sava Tahir. At the time when I got this book, it was actually the only one out. I got it literally when it came out. And I enjoyed it. However, I think it was a bit on the younger side, so I was kind of looking for that romance and fantasy books, and this is definitely plot heavy. However, there is, of course, romance, maybe a little bit of a love triangle going on, and I loved it when it came out. It's located in the desert based off of ancient Rome, and it is dealing with the war, a rebellion, and a military academy with very skilled technically assassins. I love the main character. I love the character development. However, I'm not particularly attached to this book, and if I were to never read it again, I feel like I would be completely fine. So now the second book that I will be rehoming is The Stolen Heir by Holly Black. I can't really give too much context because the book is essentially maybe like the third or fourth book of a series. So if I say who it's about, that is a huge spoiler. But if you read The Cruel Prince, then you know what I'm talking about. I actually don't think I ever read this book. I loved the Cruel Prince series. I loved Jude, and I love that storyline. I think once it kind of switched narratives a little bit, I'm not really interested anymore, and I've realized that I will never actually pick it up and it will always stay on my TBR. So, Angel Fall by Suzanne E. This is kind of an older book and it intrigued me. Honestly, I think I was in middle school when I got this book, so I've had this for a very, very long time. And I think it's a series, never continued it. It is about angels, hence Angel Fall. It's again also a bit more of like a apocalyptic world, end of the world type of feel, and of course it's also a romance. Talking about angels, I will be rehoming Temptation by R.L. Stein. This book was given to me from my older cousin. This is a vampire book published in the very early 2000s. I believe I was like maybe in the 5th grade when I got this book, and now this one is gonna ruffle some feathers, but this is a fantasy book, technically a historical fiction book, and it is Outlander by Diana Gabaldon. I tried to read it maybe 3 times over the course of the years, and I have never been able to get into it in the way that so many people